Hey everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the Pink Portal Podcast. I am Adam and this is Clay.
What's up?
What a guy. And this week we're going to be talking about the infants, and that's infant with an eye emoji. Care to elaborate, Clay?
So suspend your disbelief for a moment. Imagine a council that overlooks the entire multiverse. And for each universe, the council assigns one emoji infant to look over and guard that universe. That would be an infant. And there are infinite amounts of infants that look over every known universe known in existence. If you can wrap your mind around that, it's going to make things a lot easier for the next 20 minutes or so. So the first infant we have on our list is the AB.
With an
And
emoji.
with an A emoji, obviously. And he was a hypothetical idea that we kind of threw around for a while. Didn't really do much with. And he started just kind of making appearances in the background of some of Adam's pieces. And he was just kind of there. And we were like, well, maybe he doesn't have to be alone. We hadn't came up with the ideas for what the infant were, what they are. We just created this A emoji baby. We're like, well, let's give him a girlfriend. So we came up with girlfriend, and she is a P emoji with a little bow.
And that is spelled GRIL P emoji HREN.
And she's a little blue ball of joy. And then after girlfriend came brother. BRO emoji THER.
What a guy.
And he's kind of the goofball. He's always causing mayhem in the house. What a guy. And then last but certainly not least is Sauster. She's the sweet one. She's kind of the most infantile of the infants, the whittlest infant per se. All these emojis in one way or another ended up at Grandma's house. And that's where they live, along with that wacky character Ted, who sometimes helps. But that's kind of a rundown of Grandma's house. So I think now we'll kind of crack down the characters piece by piece here. You want to start with the AB, Adam?
Oh yeah, sure. All right. Well, Baby got his start when on Discord last year we were writing out this story where our characters, mine being Jess and Morty, and his being the cast of his Half and Half comics, got together to stop an unparalleled invasion of the universe by the evil Lord of Bees and his army of bee emojis. And the only way to stop this was by creating an A emoji to counteract the Lord of Bees. And so the characters changed quite a bit since then, but the core idea of a little baby A has remained the same, I would say.
Because originally none of the infants talked,
Yeah.
but as we started using them more, we found that we could do a lot more humorous situations if they could speak. So Baby originally was his signature catchphrase was pacifier noise. He was very much a Maggie Simpson sort of type, but as he's evolved over past year and a half, he's kind of become the straight man of the group, I'd say. He loves his little sauce. He's always trying to keep brother in line, and he loves his girlfriend. He's pretty much the one who started it, and he'll always have a special spot in my heart.
What a guy.
What a guy. Guess we're on to girlfriend. What's girlfriend's whole deal?
Well, the first kind of characteristic we gave her is that girlfriend comes from this sort of rustic medieval dimension, and she has a pet unicorn that she rides around on into battle, saving the universe. The unicorn blasts a laser from his horn, and he too lives with Grandma in Grandma's house.
In the garage. He's always demanding carrots.
And then the other bit that we gave girlfriend is that vis-a-vis baby's kind of straight man who messes up sometimes and brother's antics, she's kind of she's the no nonsense civil rights advocate of the group, I would say.
Mm-hmm. She's always first to point out your mistakes and how that was very politically incorrect. And most people just blow her off.
I mean, they are infants.
They are infants after all. But despite that, she's still very much is a loved member of the group, and baby loves her very much. So on to brother. Oh, what a guy. If you've been following Adam recently, you may have seen a comic featuring brother. In one word, how would you describe brother?
Prankster. That's what I would say.
Brother was originally designed as a kind of slower little brother for baby, but over time he grew these. He started doing these quote unquote lovable antics where he'd just mess up and everyone was like, haha, that's fine. But those slowly evolved into more malicious antics. And
Girlfriend would ask, horrified, brother, why? To which he would say, to the effect of, my only crime was not doing so and so enough.
and he's very much the comedy relief of the group. Most of the adventures of the infants revolve around some sort of antic brother has created for them. He loves consuming batteries. That's one of his character traits.
He's a big advocate for potatoes, I would say.
Yeah, he eats batteries and he's a potato power advocate.
It's like you've heard of that Ode to an Olive poem, and that's very much what brother is toward the potato.
Mm-hmm. He's quite a guy. Now we have Sauster. She's kind of down to earth. She kind of is the glue that keeps them together. She's the youngest. She's the most infantile of them. She's the whittlest infant. And she's just all around a sweet little girl. She always slurs things with her W's. She always calls Grandma Guama. She loves her waist car and her ambulance. And
I'm gonna make you do the Sauster rap before we're done.
Oh yes, we'll get into that. But Behaby is always looking out for his little Sauster brother. Brother is still a older brother figure to her, but there's less of those wholesome moments between them, and more of brother's antics causing trouble for Sauster. But that's kind of a small breakdown of their characters. But yeah. So these four baby emojis live in Grandma's house with Grandma and Ted, and they have wacky adventures every weekend. Do you want to say something, Adam?
I think we're gonna make you do the Sauster rap.
Okay, so I'd say the two characters that we use the most. I mean, we use them all, but Brother and Sauster are probably the two. They've really evolved the most out of the two. Brother's always doing crazy shenanigans, usually to world ending proportions, and they have to go fix them. And Sauster is the more wholesomer, cuter, whittler, and she's very much the sense of youngin'. And while all the big kids are playing Among Us, she's playing Friday Night Funkin'. And well, all right. Well, I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. This is the quality content you get for tuning in. The name is Sauster, top of the roster. People say she's sus, just like an imposter. Chilling at Grandma's house, 'cause she's being Foster. Salty like the biscuits at Red Lobster.
See, these are the moments we do this for.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, these little infantile emojis are just 4 of the myriads and myriads of infants that exist, and they've all these different infants from different universes have all grouped here at Jessica's grandma's house, and that's pretty much the entire plot. Goofy antics ensue, but there are more infants. There's 2 that come to mind are Chaos Kid and Flower Child.
The peace sign and
The radioactive emoji, respectively.
yeah.
Chaos Kid is a very explosive type personality. His main goal is to blow up and then act like he don't know nobody. He's a very chaotic type character. And then on the other spectrum of that, you have Flower Child, who is he's a very peaceful infant.
And I believe you wanted to get into your battle infants concept.
Oh, well, that could be a whole nother story, but I suppose we're far enough in that if you guys want a little sneak peek at a little something we're working on here, it's gonna be on screen in 3, 2, 1, boom! There it is. Did you see it? It was really quick. Something behind the scenes that you get for tuning in. So it was worth listening to this, right? I'd say it was.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the infants. They're wacky, zany characters. So that's all we got for this episode. Tune in next week when we will talk about Jess and Morty.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna do Jess and Morty next week.
Okay, cool.
All right. See you guys on the flip side.